You're listening to the Real Elevation podcast. I'm your host, Mike Hendricks, and here we discuss topics on personal fitness, well-being, and elevation of mind and body. Join us as we help build and grow a community of real, elevated men and women. If you're currently feeling frustrated, flat, and fed up with life, or want to be a physically and mentally elevated individual, you're invited to join us each and every week here on the Real Elevation podcast. Welcome to the RE family and get ready to elevate your mind and body. Welcome to the Real Elevation podcast. I'm your host, Mike Hendricks, and today we have another outstanding, informative, and elevating show for you. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome all first-time listeners to the show, and be sure to stay to the end where I will be sharing all my social media links where you can connect with us as we continue to grow the Real Elevation podcast community. Thank you. I truly appreciate you tuning in again. It's wonderful to have you here with us. We have another wonderful and uplifting show for you, talking about a specific topic that is maybe not as sexy as other topics, but very important nonetheless. So we know that as we get closer to the colder months, it's important that we support our bodies and we keep them as best and supported and as boosted and as strong as possible as we get towards that colder time of year. Winter can be a challenging time for the body. We know that things such as reduced sunlight, colder temperatures, and increased in those seasonal illnesses like colds and flu mean that our immune system typically has to work overtime. It's putting in some graft. For men and women over the age of 45, this can become an even greater challenge. We have to look after ourselves. We know as we age, our natural reserves of essential nutrients can decline, our immune system can become a little bit weaker, and those holiday indulgences, those times of the year when we go away or when it gets to a festive time of year, can often leave us feeling a little bit more sluggish, and it takes us a little bit longer to get over those periods of indulgence. But it's not all bad news. With the right support, taking the right kind of supplements, it can make a huge difference to where our body responds and the way we recover and where we reboost and revitalize our energy. By incorporating just two carefully chosen substances or two carefully chosen supplements, we can improve our health, bolster our immune system, and boost our energy, stay strong throughout those long winter months. So today we're going to be talking about tackling the winter woes. 2 must-have supplements to bolster and boost your body this winter. That is, tackle those winter woes. 2 must-have supplements to bolster and boost your body this winter. Now, before we dive into these 2 that I'm going to suggest, 2 that I've personally had benefit from taking over the many years, 2 that I encourage my family to take as well, in terms of helping to boost the young one's immune system, it's all about the source. No matter which one or which 2 or which 3 supplements that you're going to take, if the source is not good, it doesn't make a world of difference. So you have to do your due diligence. I'm not here, I'm going to advise you to take any particular type of brand or product. You have to do your own due diligence and find out what is best and most suitable for you that you can afford. But in simple terms, think about the source. If it's a good quality supplement from an organic, natural product or products, it's going to be better than synthetically made, poorly farmed, synthetic products that aren't really going to do your body much good. So think about the source. So let's dive into number 1. The supplement that I'm suggesting that you take and must have is vitamin D, especially vitamin D3. Vitamin D, often called the sunshine vitamin, this plays a crucial role in our overall health, especially during that time of year where the nights are longer, the darker months, and we are very limited to exposure of sunlight. vitamin D can help regulate calcium and phosphorus absorption, ensuring our bone health is good, but it also helps to boost our immune properties and make it essential vitamin for the winter period of time. So for both men and women over 45 years of age, vitamin D is also crucial for helping us to maintain good hormone levels such as testosterone. It helps with our muscle function and also helps with stabilizing our mood. So you can see vitamin D plays a key role in our health and our immune health especially. So the benefits, it reduces the risk of those respiratory infections that we get, like the colds and the coughs. So it's important to take that vitamin D. Also helps us with bone strength. So it helps to maintain that bone density. And as we get older, reduces that risk of falling over and getting fractures or breaks. Helps to boost our mood. So it counteracts seasonal affective disorder. Some people know it as SAD, which is a common winter issue for many people because they're getting a lack of exposure to sunlight. So that seasonal affective disorder can affect many people, but vitamin D can help to counteract that. And also it supports heart health. So our cardiovascular system optimized and functions better when we have a good supply of vitamin D in our system. So some of the key benefits there of why you need to consider vitamin D as a supplement throughout the winter months. So next question you're asking, well, where's the best source that I can get my vitamin D from? So look for vitamin D3, which is more effective at raising blood levels compared to often what are found in common supplements is vitamin D2. So look for capsules or liquid drops that provide a higher dosage and are easier to absorb in the system. So natural sources are good, but capsules and liquid forms are often a better form when it's concentrated because it's easier for the body to absorb. Other foods, including your salmons, your mackerels, and even things such as certain quality fortified milks can also help, but they're not enough. But I'm encouraging you to think about a supplement source that's going to help. So supplements, ideally vitamin D3, a potent form in either a capsule or liquid drops, and then obviously you can consider from a natural source things such as oily fish, salmon and mackerel as well. So when you're taking your vitamin D, this is a pro tip that I'm going to leave with you. Take your vitamin D with a meal that includes healthy fats. So we talked about the mackerel and the salmon. They contain good source of healthy fats. Other things you could take it with is things like avocado and olive oil. And again, I mentioned about your body's ability to absorb and to metabolize it effectively. Having foods like this with your supplement or your vitamin D will definitely help. So, number one, vitamin D, especially vitamin D3, is a better option to take when it comes to supplementing your diet, supplementing or complementing your current diet with an excellent form of vitamin D. Number two, supplement with omega-3 fatty acids. So why are omega-3 fatty acids essential? They're key because they are anti-inflammatory powerhouses that benefit things such as your brain, your heart, and obviously your joints. Areas that can often show, real signs of wear and tear when we age. I see this often with a lot of people that I speak with. One of the main problems that they come across as they get older is their mobility. And that's down to their lack of flexibility or just wear and tear in and around the joint areas. So we're talking knees, we're talking hips, we're talking back, shoulders. And during the winter, they become increasingly an issue for these people because they're moving less. So we know that moving our body, exercising, keeping active, informing in some form of exercise can help counter that. But typically over the winter months, people move less. So this is important that we keep our body moving. So key to help us do that is helping keep the inflammation down. And how we keep that inflammation down is by having those omega-3s regularly in our diet. So the key benefits of having omega-3, so they reduce the triglycerides that support healthy blood pressure and improves arterial health. So it helps keep the blood flowing nice and smoothly through our cardiorespiratory system. Joint comfort, so it eases stiffness. They almost act like a lubricant in the system, and they help to counter inflammation in and around the joints. So I mentioned that before. So especially as we age, getting over those ages of 50, 55, going to 60s, we don't want to be seizing up. We want to keep our body as supple, agile, mobile, flexible as possible, and making sure we supplement in with omega-3 fatty acids is essential. And other things that other benefits that omega-3 offers, we know that it helps with brain function, so it supports our cognitive health, reduces things such as depression, that can be a key factor. And also, as we're talking about, we want to boost our immune system. So we know omega-3s can enhance our body's ability to fight off infections, which we're a little bit more exposed to when it gets to this time of the year. Now, again, you're asking the question, okay, that's cool. So what are the best sources for getting my omega-3 fatty acids? So we talked about this previously when we talked about supplement number 1. Choose a high-quality fish oil supplement that is sourced from a natural or wild environment. Look for certain brands that are testing their product for purity and that eliminate heavy metals. Unfortunately, a lot of the fish that are presented to us in our shops, in our supermarkets, are from farmed environments. So that means that these fish are not swimming wild. They're exposed to microplastics and they contain contaminants such as heavy metals. But if you can find a fish oil supplement that has tested and is looked to eliminate those heavy metals from the source, that means that supplement that you're taking on board is going to have minimum or zero of those pollutants in them. So if you can do that, do your due diligence, do a little bit of research, find out where that brand or that manufacturer is sourcing its fish oil from. It's going to put you in a much better position that you can be confident that when you're taking that supplement, it's of the best source possible. Natural sources, obviously, we're talking about things like fatty fish. We talk about wild caught salmon, so stay away from that farmed salmon. Wild sardines, herring, these are all good sources of fatty fish. Mackerel we spoke about as well. If you're a plant-based eater, you can opt for things such as algae-based omega-3 supplements, which are available from certain stores. So don't feel that if you're someone who doesn't eat fish that you can't benefit from having those omega-3s in your diet. You can look for something along those algae-based omega-3 supplements that will offer the same benefits as someone eating fish oils as well. So number 2, think about introducing a great source of omega-3 fatty acids. So they are the 2 main ones that I'm encouraging you to consider. What are we talking about today? We're talking about tackling the winter woes. 2 must-have supplements to bolster and boost your bodies this winter. So number 1, we spoke about vitamin D3, essential. Talk about helps with our reduction or reducing our risk of certain respiratory infections, those coughs, those colds. Helps boost our mood, helps keep our heart healthy. And as I mentioned, we just talk about omega-3 fatty acids. Again, helps with healthy hearts, helps with our joint function, helps boost our immune system throughout those winter months. So it's essential that you consider these. I mention these two because for many people, often the winter time is a tough time when it comes to keeping themselves healthy and well. As I say, typically we do less, we're less active, and as a result, that has a negative effect on our body. But by incorporating these vitamin D3s and these omega-3 fatty acids into your winter routine, you're not just surviving the season, but you're setting yourself up to thrive throughout the season when the majority are not doing that. So these supplements provide great immune boosting support. They help with joint health and keeps your mood up as well, keeps you mentally strong, sharp and energized throughout the whole winter season. So, but key thing to remember, I mentioned about the top of the show that it's all about the source, and this is just a part of the bigger puzzle. You know, taking the supplements, taking any kind of supplements is not going to benefit you if you're not eating the right kind of food, you're not moving your body, you've not got the right mental space to relax and decompress, you've got a lot of stress in your life. That's not going to aid you at all. So it's combining them with that balanced diet, regular movement, keeping yourself active, and also keeping yourself hydrated at the optimal level for you is going to elicit the best response. But, as I always ask, is that something you're going to do? I'd like to hear from you. Drop us a line, reach out, connect with us here at the Real Elevation podcast community as we continue to grow. You can connect with me on LinkedIn and Facebook. Just search for Mike Hendricks or Mike Bobby Hendricks on Facebook. On Instagram, just search under the handle Hendricks Holistic 44. You'll find me there. And why not subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you can find all sorts of good stuff. I will leave all the links in the show notes where you can reach out and connect with me. So remember, it'd be really, really good if you can share this episode if you found it insightful and elevating. I trust you did. Why not leave us a review? That really helps us to spread the word, let more and more people know about the Real Elevation podcast community and what we're doing over here. So remember, guys, supplement, making sure you're getting a good source of vitamin D and those omega-3 fatty acids into your system throughout the winter and all year round. So until next time, remember, stay strong and healthy, be well, be wise, be cool, be calm, and keep it real. Blessings and chi. Peace.